Hello. It's early morning, and the sun's starting to peek over the house. It's going to be a really hot day today. We've been like 102 for the past few days. I think it was 102 yesterday, and the day before that it was 100 and something. A little bit above 100 degrees. So I have shade here until the sun peeks over the house, and then it'll be like on my face and everywhere. But I was trying to get out here before sunrise, but I didn't get ready on time. So anyways, the tree behind me is the Shiro yellow plum, and it's pretty much ready to harvest. I did get a chance to put some of that tape, that reflective tape, that really shiny reflective tape for the birds, because I noticed some bird activity. They started trying to peck at some of the fruit. But anyways, I got the tape up and the bird activity did diminish, so not a lot of bird activity. Now there is birds that are still going on the tree and picking some of the fruit, even though we have the tape, but it does kind of, it helps a lot. So I do use that reflective tape, that shiny reflective tape for the birds to keep them off. And see, the sun's like right on my eyes now. I'm gonna get that chair. I have some baskets, and I'm gonna get the pruners, and I'm gonna start harvesting plums. So yeah, we are in June. It's June 19th. So this you can sit here. So this tree, the ground's really wet. So this tree can keep ripening the fruit. So probably July, like early July. So I'm gonna leave some of the fruit on there because I don't think I'm gonna get it all off, because then it'll be a really long video. I'm gonna just get some of the fruit off. It was a good year. I was looking at some of my older videos. There's a video of me harvesting fruit from this tree from 2 years ago, and I was just watching it yesterday, and it's pretty cool to see how big the tree has gotten. It's a lot bigger, and the shape has changed. Also, in the video you can see my loquat. It was very small. My yuzu, little citrus tree right in the middle next to the fountain, was very tiny, like less than a foot. It was like this big, super small. And then I had a fig tree in a pot that I now have in the ground, and it's huge. So 2 years really makes a difference. Like, I don't really notice these changes because I'm here every day, and I don't really notice how much the trees have grown until you go back and you look at video footage of them, and it's like, wow, it's a big change. So and they've gotten so big that this area is starting to feel crowded. I knew that because I tend to plant things very close together, that was going to happen at some point. Everything was going to start to feel crowded, and but I went ahead and did it anyways, because sometimes things die and then some space opens up. Sometimes you can get rid of stuff that you don't like, that are not doing good for you. Like this one right here, I think I'm going to remove. It's starting to feel very crowded in this area. And if you guys know, this is not one of my favorite trees. This is the kumquat, the Nagami kumquat, and it just has not been good for me. It's given me fruit that's not good. Nagami kumquat itself is very good, But this one has not given me good fruit. I don't know why. It's always been mushy, and yeah, not. I've had Nagami kumquats before, and they've been very delicious. I thought it was going to be delicious. This is not delicious. It's also very small, and I need that space. But I might just put it back in a pot. I can't seem to kill things. Like I can't just kill them. But I do want this one gone. It's too crowded here, and I need to be able to walk. But yeah, that one's gotten really big. Anyways, yeah, it's kind of cool to look back at video footage of same little spot, like this little spot from 2 years ago when I was doing a harvest video. Everything has changed. Yeah. Anyways, let me grab the baskets, start picking, so I don't, so it doesn't take too long. Also, the apricots are ripening, so we'll get some apricots off the tree as well if I can manage my time well. Let me get the basket. Son. I have these 3 baskets. Oops. I have these 3 baskets. 1, 2, 3. I use a smaller one. And let me get my pruning shears. And I'm just gonna start picking. The fruit is a little on the small side. It could be because I didn't remove enough when I was doing my thinning, but maybe that's just the way it should be. Kind of going through here and trying to find the ones that are the most yellow. They almost feel like big yellow cherries. They remind me of like a big yellow cherry. I'll bring you guys in close when I'm done. Because they're not that big. I remember the Santa Rosa was a larger fruit. Maybe this can get a lot bigger if I thin more. So maybe that's something I can do. The tree's gonna feel a lot better once it gets some of this weight off. Oops, got a little branch. Shouldn't do that. Yeah, I want to get that other tree out of there. I can have better access to this tree. What else can I say about this tree? I don't have a pollinator, so I'm guessing it's either partially self-fertile or there's another tree pollinating it nearby. There's a lot of fruit on here, so this is gonna take a while. I do want to get some fruit off the apricot tree as well. Has the birds started pecking? When the birds start to peck, that means that the fruit's pretty much ripening. It's wet back here. think that's it as far as fruit. I think this tree will continue to ripen till July, and the apricot as well. And then after that, I think I only have figs, and then I have some fall fruit. But I'm excited about the figs this year. The crop looks really good. The crop looks good on the figs. Looks like I might have a good crop of figs. All right. I think we're gonna have a good year for the figs. We're gonna have a good year for the yuzu. The yuzu has fruit on it. It normally doesn't give me fruit. It's been a couple years and it hasn't given me fruit. So it'll be a good year for the yuzu. Not a good year for the sudachi. I took the fruit off. I'm wanting it to focus on just growing its tree and branches. Yeah. So, oh, see this one? A bird got that one. I'm gonna just leave it there. They can keep eating. The ones the birds got, I'm not even gonna remove. So hopefully they keep picking at the same fruit. That's what I got so far. Let's see in the back. It's gonna be hot again. You can hear all that bird activity in the mornings. Kind of lovely. Maybe I should just do that and then get some apricots and just fill up that basket, and then I'll come back later. Because I do enjoy coming out here and picking fruit fresh off the tree and just snacking on it. That's always lovely. Here's a little small one, but it's nice and yellow. Snack on this for you guys. It's small. You can see the size of it. Perfect piece of fruit. Very delicious. The inside is very sweet. The skin has that, I guess it's a normal plum thing where it's kind of tart, the rind, like the skin. And the inside is just very, very sweet, golden yellow. Very small seed, not a freestone. So yeah, let me show you that. Bring you guys in closer. These are my plums. I can shine one up for you. To me, they're perfect already at this stage, but you can leave them on there and they can get a lot more ripe, more yellow. But that's what it looks like. I'm going to bite into this. You can see the inside. And I'm gonna fill up the rest of the basket with apricots. That's my plan. So let me bite into this piece of fruit. Wow. So good. It's perfect. I feel a little But yeah, it's I would say it's a perfect piece. So good. The yellow Shiro plum. Okay, now look at this. Let me see if I can give you guys a look from the under I don't know how to do this because I have a little tripod, but can you see all of those underneath? All of the apricots, not apricots, the plums, but like, do you see that? There's so many, so many. Let's go through the back. Look at those beautiful, beautiful, beautiful plums. The yellow Shiro plum. A beauty, a beauty, beauty, beauty. Full of plums. Hopefully I have this tree growing here for a while. Yeah, just a beautiful tree. Very ornamental, very prolific. Extremely prolific. So see, there's a lot of fruit I can still take off the tree. But just don't want to see you guys. I don't want you guys to just watch me harvest. Might get a little boring. But anyways, let's go check out the plum, the apricot. So good. All right, let's bring the chair. That's what the yard is looking like right now. Okay, let's put this down here. Put this here. All right, let me see if you guys can see. I mean, it's just a tad bit. Okay, then you can see. My pruning shears. So here's the apricot, and I really should have done 2 videos, but the fruit's ripe. They're ripening at the same time this year. Normally this one ripens its fruit first, but I guess now that the Shiro's coming into production, they're ripening at the same time. So yeah, June 19 today. And this is really easy to harvest. I don't actually need these. I don't know, I forgot, you don't actually need these. They just pop right off. Also, unlike the plum, these are freestone, so you can just pry them open and the stone just pops right out like a freestone peach would. Most plums, at least the 2 that I've had, the plums are not freestone, so the pit clings to the flesh, so you kind of have to like chew on it and then like spit it out. Anyways, I'm gonna go in from here and get some off. I've had this tree for years. I'm sure it's at least 10 years old. At least 10 years old. And I'm trying to find the ripest fruit plums and apricots. They're about the same color right now. They can get really, really golden yellow. But it's still kind of early in the season. One more week maybe, and they'll be fully ripe. This one gets more of like a orangey color to the flesh. Sometimes almost pinkish red. They're bigger than the plums. This one has a bird peck, so I'm gonna open it, eat the half that's perfect. Look at how much juice. I don't know if you can see that, but see, it's dripping. The stone just pops out, so these are super easy to eat. So good. I kind of like the apricot more than the plums. I just like apricots more than plums, but it's just a personal preference. That's the bad piece, and then this is perfect. This is the Layham, something like that variety. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that's the variety. They're like blending in. You can't even tell the difference. Here's another huge one. Has a little peck though. I'm thinking this tree's older than 10 years old, but at least 10. Now it'll continue to ripen the fruit for another week or so, another week or two, and then it'll be done. This has always been a good tree for me. Fast grower, and it's reliable. So, yep, good tree to grow. So yeah, I'm gonna have apricots and plums till about mid-July, and then I think the figs are gonna be next, and then the fall fruit like pomegranates and quince. I think that's all I have. I used to have more fall fruit, but I lost my apples. I think we'll get like maybe a few apples. I think the tree has like 3 or 4. I don't know. But the yuzu, it has a whole bunch of little citrus. They're so cute. So we'll have that, I think, in winter. These can really use another week or another few days, just depending. I have been eating them already. I do pick the ripest ones and eat them. So it still has a lot of green, like really green, and then like some really ripe ones. But they do tend to ripen all at once within like a week. Gotta get under here, find them. Okay, there's a big cluster in here. That one's really ripe. I can feel it. It's soft. This one's perfect. I'll open up one of them and bring you guys in closer. hear the birds singing. Wow, that's beautiful. Beautiful basket. Let me just get a few more. Okay, this one has a peck. This one's got a little peck. Okay, so that's it. I got a basket and there's still a lot of fruit on the tree. I will go behind the camera, bring you guys in closer. Still a lot of green fruit on this section right here. Right on the other side where it gets that morning sun, on that side, there's a lot more ripe fruit. And yeah, I'll bring you in closer. I'll let you see the fruit. I did this reflective tape. You can see it here. When it's early morning still, so as the sun gets up there in the sky, it'll be very shiny and reflective, and it does kind of keep the birds off the tree. So, so that's it. That's it for this video. I'll bring you in closer and I'll put these over. Trying to find the ripest one. Maybe this one. And then I'll open it. Here's a size comparison. Here's a apricot and here's a plum. What's that? Okay, let me get that. Okay, so there's the tree. Let's bring in closer. Look at my little harvest. Okay, so these are apricots here, and these are all the plums. Plums here. Apricots here. I'll try to open it with one hand. It should be kind of easy. Uh-oh. I'll see if I can do it. There's that. The pit comes right out. It's really ripe. Whoops. They're focusing. So good. Oops. I'll go on this side. Oh, look at that cluster in there. You can see the birds have eaten some of them. But do you see that giant cluster right there? And there's another cluster right there. I gotta get those off. This is where it gets morning sun, so they're starting to get more color and more blush to them. And then underneath, there's more, but you can see the birds do get to them. They've been picking on that one. You can see underneath the tree, you can kind of see how much fruit there is. There's a lot of fruit. I don't want to get it all off. I think it holds better on the tree, and then my kids like to come out here and pick the fruit right off the tree, especially this one's easy to pick. And so do I. Instead of storing it all in the house, and just store it out here for as long as I can. But isn't that beautiful? The Blayham variety? I don't know. I'm probably mispronouncing that really badly. But yeah. There's my crop. Plums and apricots. Shiro yellow plum and the Blayham apricot. Still kind of early in the season. The season just started, so they can get a lot more color. Look how pretty. That sun's shining right on it. The apricot. It's a lot bigger. A little bigger, not a lot bigger. Alrighty, got a beautiful fruit basket. Bring that inside so my family can enjoy it. And I will see you on the. I'll see you in the next video. Like maybe like a fig video. But it's what the yard looks like right now. Alrighty, I will see you later. Going inside, it's getting hot. Bye.